What's up, everybody? It is your boy Baddog with another New York Giants video. Now, I know these have been far and few between, but I have a feeling over the next week or so, the next 2 weeks, we'll definitely have a lot more Giants videos. A free agency wrapping up. Are they going to tag Daniel Jones? They're going to tag Saquon Barkley. They're going to get a deal done with Daniel Jones and all this other stuff. So obviously, there's going to be a lot more Giants news coming. Good afternoon from snowy upstate New York. I would have done this video earlier, but I was out shoveling because this is what you got to do when you live in New York and then February when you get some snow. But the Giants, and I don't think this comes as a surprise to anybody, did release Kenny Golladay. They saved $6.7 million in cap space. The only question, I believe, about Kenny Golladay being a Giant was were they going to do it pre-June 1 or post-June 1. If they did it post-June 1, it would have separated the $14 million cap hit, and it would have split it up between 2023 and in 2024. So they decided to do it now, and I don't think there's any question about this. Kenny Golladay just did not work here. He was definitely a gigantic disappointment. I know when the Giants signed Kenny Golladay, I got very excited because I looked at, the Giants were 6-10 in 2020. They were not a very good team, but due to how bad the division was, they actually competed for a division title. And this was with Daniel Jones missing some time because of injury, not really having a number one receiver, which we still don't have a number one wide receiver at the moment. That may change by the end of the draft. But we still don't have that. And Kenny Golladay gave us that guy that was going to be like, oh my God, there's a red zone threat. He had 11 touchdowns one year, led the league in reception, touchdown receptions. He had over 1,000 yards receiving. So I got excited. I'm thinking, oh man, look at the Giants. They just improved. They went to 6-10, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but for a Giants fan, that was a big year. That's why I was so high on Joe Judge. And I know I wasn't the only one that was high on Joe Judge because they had improved, not because they were 6-10, but it looked like they were going in the right direction. And then they went out and they got a Dory Jackson that same year. And it's like, wow, look at this. We were 6-10. We got a number one receiver now. We got a number two cornerback now. And, Joe Judge looked like he knew what the hell he was doing the first year around. And that was also without Saquon Barkley because he got hurt in 2020. So you were thinking, man, we just, we took a big step forward. And unfortunately, a lot of Dave Gettleman's free agent picks and trades, just for whatever reason, they didn't work out here. I mean, even his first year, Nate Solder was a complete disaster here, but that was the best left tackle on the market. He went out and did what he could do to get us a great left tackle because Jerry Reese had missed with Eric Flowers. So I don't think Reese's heart was in the wrong place. I'm sorry. I don't think Gettleman's heart was in the wrong place. He just never selected the right players. Kenny Golladay, again, was a big disappointment here. And there's no question about that. Whether that had to do, people are going to say that. I know there's going to be some people out there that blame Daniel Jones for that and whatever it is. But Kenny Golladay with two different, coaches, it didn't work. He dealt with some injuries. He kind of fell out of favor. Brian Daboll certainly came in here, and none of these guys were Brian Daboll's when he got here. So a guy like Kenny Golladay wasn't going to earn any rewards points with Brian Daboll because he had good seasons in Detroit. Brian Daboll came out last training camp and said the guys that play the best are going to be the ones that start. And that was when Colin Johnson and, guys like David Sills were having big training camps. And I do believe that Colin Johnson would have made this team had he not torn his, I believe it was his Achilles tendon. So, again, this doesn't come as any surprise. Kenny Golladay is not a New York Giant anymore, and I'm looking forward to seeing what other moves that they make. But I think this was pretty obvious. The Giants wanted to save some cap space. It was a bad contract. And again, I think the only question was, were they going to do it before June 1st or after June 1st, where they would have, split the cap space up? Instead, they just said, the hell with it. We're going to eat, the $14 million cap hit in 2023, and we'll have a clear slate in 2024 from that contract. Again, this gives the Giants some more money as well. Going into they would have saved more. They would have split it up. So they would have saved $13 million this year because, again, there's a $14 million cap at a 14.2, whatever it is exactly. If they would have cut him after June 1st, they would have saved $7.1 million. They would have taken a $7.1 million cap hit this year and a $7.1 million cap hit in 2024. By doing it before June 1st, they eat the entire cap hit this year. And then again, next year, Kenny Golladay will be completely off the books. So just a quick video this morning. If you want to come by, I'll be live for the Lakers tonight. Sorry, I haven't been around. I'm just, dealing with some personal stuff and everything else, but we should be, like I said, I want to get back to doing more videos. The Yankees are starting up now. A couple of prospects look really good. Be doing some Yankee stuff. Obviously, the Lakers are still playing. And again, we're going to have a lot of Giants news going forward here once free agency hits and the Daniel Jones saga and the Saquon Barkley saga and all this other stuff that's going on. The draft is only, 6 weeks away. The combine is right around the corner. So there'll be a lot of stuff with the New York Giants on this channel. Thank you for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you next time. It's Bad D Dizzle. Out. Peace.